Hello and welcome to my little apothecary circle where I make natural skincare and general body products and such for myself, family, friends, and I also sell skincare online. So today I was going to work on 3 different body scrubs you can make yourself. I have washed my hands, but I will disinfect. This here, by the way, is just the patchouli lid, essential oil lid. I just soaked in alcohol to remove the excess essential oil that was around the edge because it was very sticky and hard to open. So that's what that little thing is. That to the side. Oh, coffee, beautiful. So, the first body scrub is a coffee scrub. The scrub here is made using coffee grounds. You can use fresh coffee grounds or used coffee grounds that are dried again. And it smells beautiful if you love coffee. This is a really lovely scrub. So to our granules. We add some cream, moisturizer. This can be any moisturizer you want. In this case it happens to be Rich Cream Moisturizer. This is an old batch I made a long time ago that randomly came out lumpy, small tiny lumps inside the cream, not usable for retail purposes, yet perfect for in-home. And so all you do is you get your moisturizer, whatever one you want, and you mix it in to the coffee. You can add a little bit of essential oil if you want. I think vanilla will go well. V for vanilla. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the thieves knocking at your door. Just saying the first thing that came into my crazy mind. So, coffee and vanilla. And when it comes to scrubs, you can use multiple different things. Walnut shells, rice grains. Just really depends on types of things you like or have on hand. Walnut's not for everyone. Those with nut allergies would not be able to use it. Smells lovely if you love coffee. So this cream would be suitable for face and body because the moisturiser is suitable for face and the coffee grounds are very gentle. Another option would be pumice. So let's have a try of this. So you can see that it's moisturising as it exfoliates. You can see the difference in the oils on the hand. Really sort of gentle face scrub, but also suitable for body. That's scrub number 1, numero uno. The next scrub I may need another spoon, now this will do. There's a salt scrub, a little bit more coarser, than the coffee, and these are Epsom salts. They do amazing things to the skin, really kind of soften and condition. Really good for feet, shins, we also have here some rock salts. Also suitable for feet and shins. Probably a little bit too harsh for the body. Definitely too harsh for the face. You could use Epsom salts on the face. They're probably a little bit gentle enough for that. Though me personally, I would prefer to use them on my body. So we sort of have a tablespoon or 2 here. To that we add a tablespoon of oil. And you have a couple of choices. We've got here grape seed oil, grapeseed contains vitamins and minerals, protein, very light on the skin, easily absorbed. It leaves skin silky smooth. Also has a cleansing effect on the skin as it penetrates the skin. So that's one option. Another option is olive oil, and it would really depend on your price point. I nearly said depend because I was thinking depend and price point. Depend on your price point. Olive oil is quite expensive these days, and I flipped it because I'm goofy like that. Both grapeseed and olive oil are suitable for the body. So it would really depend on the type of oil you could afford. In this case we'll go with the grapeseed because it's suitable for the body. And with a scrub like this using salts, because they dissolve, you're better off not using anything that contains water. So a cream might be alright if you use the cream straight away. But creams usually contain water which could dissolve the salts. Not quite what you want. For a potion like this, a really vibrant essential oil would work best. One, two, three, four. I've gone with lemongrass, so uplifting. And the reason you want a vibrant oil is because if you're doing something for your feet, then an oil that smells good works best. So you could use a scrub like this on your feet, the dry areas, the heels, or help exfoliate the dead skin. And moisturize your feet. With something like this, you're better off soaking your feet first, then applying this. And obviously I've made just a small quantity here, enough for 2 feet. You could make more if you wanted to put it all over your body or your legs. Be very nourishing with the grapeseed oil, the essential oils, and the salts. So that's the second scrub, made with things you'd have in your own house. You could, if you wanted, add some rock salts. You could try to crush them if you want, but that's really tricky. And the third scrub is a sugar scrub. Got all my bits and pieces everywhere. These are just little jars you could then store your potions in the fridge. Use at your leisure. They'll keep for a fair few weeks. Sugar is similar to salt in that it would dissolve in water. So to this you'd add an oil. I've mentioned before that I make little oils, little stashes of oils. This one's got cinnamon bark in castor oil, cinnamon infused castor oil, 1910-2008. I just store it in my fridge and use it at my leisure. This is just the oil solidifying because it's cold. It becomes runny when it leaves the fridge. So have a sniff of that. It's just got a very subtle cinnamon scent. The oil was put in cold, not warm, so it hasn't really soaked out much of the cinnamon into the oil. I like them because they give a soft scent and they look pretty. I've got all different sorts, orange peels, cinnamon, lemon, all different kinds. So then we add some of the oil to our sugar. Again, you want to go what's within your price point. And we'll add an essential oil to this. Personally, I think orange would go really well with sugar and cinnamon, so I'll grab some of that. With regards to essential oils, 1, 2, 3, 4, or carrier oils, it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want something that smells nice, you can go your favourite scent. If you want something that targets eczema, dermatitis, you might do things like chamomile or lavender. So it really depends on what you're wanting to achieve. If you wanted to make this cream, for example, for your face, but you wanted to target blemishes, You could add things like tea tree or orange. And so then we've got a third scrub. Yes, I passed math. Not that you'd know it, but I did. Now we're going to put that there. And let's have a feel of this one on the skin. Yes, that's nice and gritty. And one of the things that also makes it gritty is the castor oil. It's really rich and viscous, so it clings to the skin, allowing the sugar to scrub that little bit extra. Really, really nice. Perfect for scaly skin, dry skin. Obviously you'd want to avoid open wounds, so for example this burn from the fire pit, I wouldn't put anything on that. It needs to heal. Now let's try this scrub. Of course the oils already are doing great things for my skin. As I mentioned, they're enriching and hydrating these scrubs, nourishing. Let's try a little bit of this on my other hand. Yet it feels really gentle, very soft, not too harsh. The grapeseed oil is less viscous than the castor oil, so it spreads a bit further. You can move it around more. You can also use these scrubs on your hands if you've been out in the garden. It's dry, dirty work. That's nice. I like that. That would be really lovely on my shins, or even your partner's back in the bath. I'll just rinse that off and be back. And I've just rinsed it off with water, so the oil is still there, still nourishing and moisturising. So there we have 3 different scrubs you can make yourself at home, pretty much using ingredients from the kitchen / bathroom / pantry. Well, your pantry's in the kitchen, so the sound of this, and this is the sound it makes when it's on your skin, and you can feel the feel through the sound. So nice. was going to choose one to use after gardening, I would go with this one. Let's put a little bit more on the whole of our hand. Yeah, that's nice. It's creamy and luxurious. A good after gardening scrub, or after you've cleansed and then you scrub in the shower or bath. Hop out and then apply some moisturiser. If you have any questions related to the types of oil you can use, let me know. Essential oils, for example, apricot or jojoba oil, are really good for the face, neck, décolletage. Castor oil is good for the feet, very nourishing. Grapeseed or olive oil for the body. And as mentioned, these can be stored in the fridge, ready for use. Just play musical jazz. Okay, that olive oil I spilled. It's gone down the back there. A little bit more than I realised. Because I wasn't watching what I was doing and paying attention. Okay. And you can play around with quantities. More oil, less salt. More salt, less oil. Extra essential oils if you want. You could use fragrance oils if you want. Fill the jars up and then have them there at the ready. package ready to go. Use it on my face in the shower or on my shins before shaving. Perfect if you love coffee. Also perfect for use of old coffee granules. You've made a coffee, you want to use the granules after. As mentioned, let me know if you have any questions. And if you ever want to purchase any of the skincare, you can go online. It's only sold within Australia. Products are customizable. To your requirements, just as with an apothecary, you come along, you state what it is you're after, and then I make that for you. I'm just going to finish off with this really cool thing that I noticed the other day. Just close your eyes and have a listen. That's it for me for now. Let me know if you have any questions, want any further advice. Always happy to help. Does this group? Let's see.